Yes, we are the Corpsepaint Show, encouraging people to think for themselves since 2016, Kirk. And if you know punk, if you know goth, then you know Kirk Brandon, Theater of Hate, Spear of Destiny. We're honored you made time to come see us, Kirk Brandon.
I'm really happy to be here in Texas. It's great.
From Brighton, UK, all the way over here to Dallas, Fort Worth.
That's right.
And I think you told me you've not been to Texas before.
First time in Texas. Austin last night.
Yeah.
And here I am.
I saw you took a picture in front of the Alamo.
That's correct.
And yeah, we got quite a history here in Texas that we're proud of. That's one of our defeats. You know, the Alamo.
I know it's such a big deal. Unfortunately, you were defeated, but hey, you know, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Hey, welcome to Texas.
Thanks, man.
We're so glad you're here. And
thank you.
Here's the big thing. Now, we've got it on our backdrop. It's Spear of Destiny North American Tour 2019.
Yeah.
This is fucking fantastic.
Thanks. You know, we've had some great nights on the tour. Some great nights. It's, you know, it's just so different from the UK and Europe, and you know, it's just brilliant. It's just brilliant.
Good fans at your gigs?
Yeah, some great fans. Great nights. You know, some of them are real standout nights. New York, Pittsburgh.
Great.
But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Janie Slash, when I went over to London, it was back in the 80s, I think I saw you, Kirk. I think I saw Theater of Hate. It's a little fuzzy for me to remember way back.
It's a long time ago.
A while back, but it was at one of the big festivals. And and we had a message on Facebook from a fan of our show who said he remembers seeing you in Sweden or in Norway.
Yep.
With Lords of the New Church.
Yep.
I think we're opening for you. So.
Yeah. We did several tours in Scandinavia. You know. Yeah. They loved it out there, so it was kind of, you know, a big welcome. So we came back. You know. A lot of the fans invited us round to their homes, you know. Afterwards, the guys go around their homes and, you know,
great,
get loaded. It was great fun, you know. It's great fun.
Good deal. All right, so you're in Texas now. What are you seeing that's crazy? I mean, you in Austin. Are you? Did you enjoy some of the Texas food we have? I know it's very spicy, a lot of it.
Yeah. I mean, I like the Tex-Mex stuff. That's fantastic, and you know, with all the choppers riding up and down, and the sort of various gang members.
It was loud. It was loud
on Dusk Till Dawn, you know.
Right, I gotcha. Yeah.
You know, a little bit.
A great.
Minus the, you know, the real Satan people coming up.
Oh well, that's here. That's on this show.
Well, that's why I'm here. I said you're wasting your time in Austin. Go there.
You got a good band on this tour?
Great band. They've all been with me like 20 years. Bar the drummer, who's about 4 or 5 years.
You got a saxophonist?
No sax on this tour.
Okay, all right, that's all right. But you're playing a mix of old and new.
That's right. Yeah, plenty of what they call, you know, the old classics. But
yeah,
you know, that's what people want to hear. You got to play them. You know, you can't not play them.
Look, you have a great website. Now it's kirkbrandon.com,
yeah.
Right? There it is. Now, I found this superb.
Yeah.
You can click on the recent albums from Spear of Destiny, from Theater of Hate, and play or download right from your website.
That's correct.
I love it. And listen to the Spear of Destiny 30 Years and Counting.
Yeah.
Which is just fantastic. Just, I mean, what an overwhelmingly powerful, enjoyable CD, or maybe it's a double CD. There's a lot of songs on that.
Yeah.
The 30 Years and Counting. Really like it. And then you've got to be proud of Tontine, which is SOD, the new one. Am I pronouncing the name right?
Tontine. Yeah.
Tontine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's French. The E is
Tontine.
I,
Okay.
The I is E, whichever one.
Okay. So let's hold that up. Yeah. Spear of Destiny, new release, new material from Kirk Brandon. What does Tontine mean in French?
It's kind of. I'm not sure when they started. It was like in. I think it's France, but it spread around. It certainly spread to England. And what it was a lot of guys, you know, whether rich or poor, mostly richer guys, would put a pot of money into a pot, and they'd all put up so much money into it. And the idea was the last guy alive collects the pot. But unfortunately, people went around killing each other to be the last guy. So in the end, the authorities had to outlaw the whole thing. I mean, it sounds mad, but it's true. I mean, if you check it out, it's basically winner takes all, but they went around bumping each other off, and, you know, it's pretty mad.
Well, yeah, it's almost like...
And it was a joke. It was a joke in the bus. You know, one of the guys said, you know, who's gonna win if, you know, if we all go down?
Oh, looking at everyone in the band?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
And that's how we chose the name for the album. Bit of a silly joke, I know.
Yeah, no, that's totally cool. But if we can go back to the website again for a second, the other release there, I know you're proud of, is let's see. All right, so Kavith, yeah, that one.
Yeah, Theater of Hate.
Yeah, the Theater of Hate release.
Kinshi. Yeah.
Kinshi. I'm sorry. Yeah, I couldn't quite read it. Yeah, Kinshi. That's a great album cover too. So this is the new Theater of Hate. Look,
that's right. Yeah, such a long time coming, but it's a fantastic selection of songs. I mean, some of them are pretty dark. I mean, this is not intentionally dark. They just are dark.
That's what you wrote. You don't want to release a happy album. You release your album.
Actually, I do want to release a happy album.
Oh, you do. Okay.
I just don't know how. Yeah, there's some black irony. That's,
Good.
That's pretty brutal.
Yeah. So what I hear you saying is you write a batch of songs. Think about this, Janie. You write a batch of songs, and then you evaluate them, right? And you realize, oh my gosh, all of these are dark, sad, depressing. Just put them all together and release them.
Hey, it works for me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, fans want Theater of Hate. Fans want Spear of Death. They do.
People are obsessional about Theater of Hate. A lot of people are obsessed by it. Back in England, you know, I'm waiting for the eventual time when someone pulls out a gun or a knife and just kills me.
No,
you know, they're obsessed. They're obsessed with it.
You mean John Lennon style? What?
Well, I had a guy put a gun on me in Toulouse or Lyon, in France, and very luckily the crew guys got him just before he fired.
What the hell?
He brought it up and leveled it at me, and that was kind of it's a bit unreal, but you know, it was a real gun, so it's kind of scary. But,
explain this motive. What is it I'm missing?
I haven't the faintest idea. I have no concept. They just carted him off. Police got him. Just a nutcase. You know?
Kirk, you playing tonight?
Yeah.
Tonight. Thank you for being here. Before your show, you've got to go do sound check, I know, shortly, and we appreciate you making time to come by and say hi to us.
Man, I'm privileged to be here. I am privileged to be here.
The show.
No doubt about it.
Thank you. The show is at Lola's in Fort Worth. So if you're in North Texas area, it's what we call Dallas-Fort Worth, North Texas.
North Texas.
Then get to Lola's tonight at Fort Worth, in Fort Worth.
What time does the gig start?
I think it's quite an early one. I think we're on about 9. 9:15,
All right.
9:30, something like that.
Yeah. And I know sound check is important because you're going to a new gig, a new town, and you know, you want to make sure that you get that down and get it right.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, got it. Yeah.
So,
we've got, unfortunately, we got. Is that us running out of time?
nope, no, that was me
you're
waving at
fine.
the camera.
That's him waving at the camera.
We have an overhead camera up there,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and so there we go. See, so
I was trying to wave and I missed it. I was like,
Kirk Brandon is Theater of Hate, Spear of Destiny, and so I imagine tonight it's a mix of both bands' songs.
It'll just be Spear.
Oh, okay, that's right. That's what it says on them. Yeah, okay, I'm with you.
I think we're scheduling to come back with possibly. I mean, it's not absolutely confirmed yet. We'll come back later in the year, October, November, with talking with Mark out of the Chameleons about doing it with the two
Great.
bands. So,
Yeah.
you know, a whole tour of the States. So that'd be really cool.
That'd be a great package.
Hoping it works. Hoping it comes together. Should do.
Good. Now, what stands out so far on this American tour? Is it, you know, just anything?
The Alamo.
Any fun? The Alamo. Okay. Well, good. Texas made the list for Kirk Brandon.
Yeah.
Proud of that.
I loved it. There's such a lot of history to that place, and obviously it's complete legend because of all the various films, you know, that have got these funny interpretations of it. And, you know, it's part Hollywood, part reality.
Yeah.
In a place like England, you say the Alamo, and they just go straight to the films. You know, they probably don't know the history.
Maybe a John Wayne film or something, right?
Exactly. You know. Yeah.
People in Britain seem to like westerns, don't they?
I used to sit in. My mum was Irish, and used to go to Ireland all the time when I was a kid. And my uncle Richard used to take me to the local cinema show, which was church seats. He used to play onto the wall in the background. And it was always westerns. That's all they ever played was westerns. He used to take his mouth organ in, play along with his mouth organ to the westerns. No one really cared. You know, it's just. So he kind of grew up looking at westerns.
Everything I hear on your website where I can listen to that recent music, you sound so good. Your voice sounds good.
Thank you.
You still love playing that one guitar that's your kind of your favorite style.
Yeah.
Good.
That kind of Gretsch thing, the semi-acoustic.
Semi-acoustic. With all the great songs that you've put out just in the last couple of years, the new stuff, I'm one who believes that Kirk Brandon's best days are in front of him, not behind him. I believe that, Kirk. I do. Look, you're blazing a trail through America. Hopefully that'll happen again. And just keep doing what you're doing. A high regard and respect for you.
Thank you. I mean, people say to me, you know, what do you think is your best work? And I say in all honesty, the next song.
The next one you write. The next one.
That's it. Because that's what you live for, isn't it? That's what you live for. You know, you can't go forward looking backwards, you know, like silly kind of rhetoric. So you're looking for something that inspires. I'm looking for something that inspires me, and hopefully inspire other people. You know, that's why you do it.
This is the essence of creativity, Janie Slash. You know, yeah, we got to wrap up here in a second. This is the essence of creativity: is always knowing that your best work is your next one, and it builds on everything you've learned or written in the past.
Always progressing, moving forward.
Yeah. We just appreciate you so much. We're gonna say adios and come back to Texas. That's a as we say in America, muchas gracias for being here. For being here. I hope you have some good food, some good drink, and a good crowd tonight. I'll see you there out at Lola's tonight in Fort Worth. And on the check out Kirk Brandon Facebook or Spear of Destiny Facebook for the details at Lola's. But right there in Fort Worth. So we'll say adios. We're gonna play Propaganda now. That video we talked about, and say so long to you. But always just
nice, man. Thank you
really
very
a
much
pleasure.
for
Really
having
a
me on the
pleasure.
show.
Thank you very much, Kirk Brandon. And Ryler, we're set for that video. Hello, Tomaž. Hello, we are connecting with. Hello.
Hello.
Tomaž, how are you?
Hey, I'm fine. Thank you.
Yes, very good. So you're on the Corpsepaint show. We're live, audio and video. We want to be sure that we can see you. So are you good over there, Ryler? Give us 1 second, Tomaž.
Yeah.
Ah, very good. And a quick question: you're able to see us too, right?
Nope.
Oh, I got you. Okay. All right. Bear with us just a moment.
I see your logotype.
Very good. We've got Tomaž Gorkič from Slovenia here, and Tomaž, very, very honored to have you on this show because of the excitement of the Curse of Valburga. Tell us a little about your film, please.
I cannot tell you much right now because we don't want to spoil the story, but it's really gory comedy.
Would it be fair to say that this is an extreme gore film that would please any extreme horror lover?
Okay, it's a gore film for sure, but I don't know, it's so extreme, you know, because where the limits of extreme today in the cinema is really, really, really far, far away. But it's gore. It's a lot of gore. And it's, the body count is also going to be fine.
All right, good. Now, you created Killbillies just a couple of years ago. Now, I want to tell our audience that Killbillies is playing right now on video on demand on Prime. It may be on Netflix as well, but I saw it easily on Amazon Prime. And what a powerful film that is. What can we call Killbillies your first film, first full length?
Yeah, it's my first feature film. I have done some short movies before, and also it's first horror film from Slovenia.
Yeah.
Yep.
So definitely something to be proud of. I think that the movie had elements of, if you don't mind me saying, maybe Texas Chainsaw Massacre, maybe Wrong Turn, and it unfortunately involves some, a couple of models who are shooting for their cameraman, but then some kind of crazy, can we call them Slovenian hillbillies, terrorize their life and chaos ensues.
Yes, of course. You know, it's here in Slovenia. It's a lot of moonshine, and this alcohol is really, really strong and makes people crazy, really crazy in their heads. And
gotcha.
So this is not so far from the truth, you know, because of course I'm really glad that you see influence of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is, for my opinion, one of the most important gore horror movies. And of course there is also part of Deliverance, probably you have seen it all. Yeah, but it's not more this Wrong Turn. It's more maybe similarity with Wrong Turn is because probably with those mutants and masks. But my intention was not to copy Wrong Turn or something.
I want to pop up the movie poster for Killbillies so everyone knows what we're talking about and they can find it themselves on Prime. And so Killbillies is the one that has the logo. Yeah, it says the hills are alive with the sound of slaughter.
Yeah.
Hey,
but this you know, this is advertising from Artsploitation, which have they done by themselves because they know their audience more than I, of course.
All right, gotcha. And the
original movie title is Idylla.
Idylla.
Yeah, it's ideal. It's idyllic life.
All right, and that roughly translates to crazy hillbillies.
I don't know. They do it.
Okay. Okay. Anyways, great film. I very much enjoyed it, and I do want to compliment you on great choice of actors and actresses in the film. A couple of the guys looked very, very. It made me feel uncomfortable just looking at them, and I'm not sure if that's makeup or just craziness. And then the girls were really enjoyable too. So just great film.
Thank you. Of course, it's makeup because all the actors are really professional actors, and they play in National Theater, and they're professionals. So we have made, for example, for Franzel, the most violent guy of those hillbillies.
Yes.
We make his makeup like for 3 hours before the shooting.
Yes. Yeah. And what a great job. He makes me fear that I get too much acne or something. I mean, that is really crazy face he's got. And just a real good acting job. A violent, cool, extreme film. I liked it a lot. And that's Killbillies, Janie Slash. Yeah, because we were playing it on Amazon Prime.
We were watching it the other day.
Amazon Prime. You got to watch this film. We have a lot of viewers in America, and this is a subtitled movie. You will love it. Just watch it. Now, for Curse of Valburga,
Yep.
one of your actors is Nicholas Kvarforth from Swedish band Shining, and it seems to me that he is a big part of this film, and I don't know if he's a producer as well, but he seemed to, on his posts, be very excited about how this is turning out.
Yeah, because this is, his first acting role in the feature film, and he will also do some soundtrack for the movie. And now he works like for 10 months in this movie, so it takes his time, and of course he's involved 100%.
What I hear you saying is he took time out of his musical career for many months to dedicate it to this film, which is admirable. You hear about some films that finish in 2 or 3 weeks,
Yeah. No, this is hard. You cannot do that. If you want to do the serious film, you cannot make it in so short time. Yeah. But we shoot it like really fast. But of course, pre-production was long, I don't know, for 4 months or something. And we also tried to put some other metal star in the movie. This is Nergal from Behemoth.
Oh, great!
But, yeah, but he couldn't manage it because they are really sold out for years in the front.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, but I did see that Nicholas did a video with Nergal from Behemoth to promote the movie, and that was very good. He's active online, and there's some really cool YouTube videos from Nicholas regarding Curse of Valburga. I know that it's a horror movie, but there's dark humor in it. So Janie Slash, kind of a horror comedy.
Yeah, it's a lot of really, really politically incorrect humor, and which is combined with blood and guts, of course.
Right, we love blood and guts over here.
I see it. I could say it in your stenography. I really like your stenography. It's cool.
There are so many horror fans in this area of our country. We actually have a big horror convention once a year called Texas Frightmare Weekend. That is coming up in May. That is just thousands of people, and it's all the hardcore horror fans.
And they come from everywhere.
Everywhere.
All over the world to come to this convention.
Yes. Hey, Tomaž, now, when the film is ready, what is the plan for it? Is it theaters?
Yes, it's also theaters, festivals, and video on demand, Blu-ray, whatever the viewer will prefer. And the movie is going to be ready on 1st of June this year. Right now, it's in post-production of sound and picture. This is like for 4 months, and after that, I think we will start with promoting it really seriously and showing on the festivals.
All right, so June 1st it will be ready. And is it in English? Is the language English?
Yes, the most of the movies in English, because but there is also Slovenian parts, Swedish parts, and the German parts, and of course Russian.
Okay. So
yeah, but 75% of dialogues are in English.
is that intentional so that you have maybe an audience over here, or?
No, because English is a really international language, and a lot of people which have seen, for example, the Hillbillies was complaining that they couldn't watch a movie, they're just reading the subtitles. So, and like I told you, here in Slovenia, it's a really small country, and if you want to do movie for wider audience, it's better if you do it in English.
All right.
So,
Is Curse of Valburga then the second horror movie from Slovenia?
yep.
So he's got first and second.
That's
Tomaž.
awesome. I
Yeah.
personally never mind subtitles. I love subtitles.
I do too.
I always feel like people miss out on some really great movies because they're not willing to read a little bit.
Yeah. Tomaž, there's a lot of good independent film here in our country, but when you watch most films on Netflix or whatever, they're more major studio films, and to me, they all start to be boring. I like watching European film like yours, and
thank you.
yes, The Curse of Valburga coming up June 1st, starring Nicholas Kvarforth from Shining.
Yes, but we got also here with the other actors which are also in the movies are also professional actors, and I think they're really good. And Nicholas was really excited to work with them, especially with the girl which he also played his companion in the movie, and she really teach him a lot of how to act, because like I told you, it was really his first experience in the front of camera like an actor, and it was really hard for him, because it's not so simple as it seems it is.
Yes, correct. Now, when you can we talk a little about the story? And it was in the press package you sent me. So, stop me if I'm saying too much, but I'm just describing the fact that you've in the movie some small-time criminals have created sort of a tourist trap, a tourist location, and
Yes.
who wanders into the tourist location but a Satanist, Nicholas, and a porn star, the other hot girl, and others who and then violence follows. Is that a good summary?
Yeah, something like that, because there we got foreign Russian stars, Russian porn stars, which they want to make a movie in this location. Then we got Satanists, which are in the quest of their how to say sacred.
For a ritual.
Yeah, for ritual, and then you got Gothic French Gothics, which are looking for vampires, and and German tourists which just want to have some cool drinks, and
Okay,
then
so
the violence follows.
That's a pretty good variety.
Yeah,
It
so-
sounds like a party.
the Goths want to find vampires, the Satanists want to have a ritual, the Germans want to just drink beer, and the Russians
Yeah.
are the girl porn stars.
See, I could hang out with all of them.
Yeah, and
Adapt.
Slovenians want to make money. So
Yeah,
who wanted to make one?
and the guys who are running this like tourist trap, they need money. They need money, so they're trying to get money from all these groups.
What
Yeah.
is? Um,
Hey, Tomaž. So when
Yes.
we get closer to June 1st, put me in touch with one of your porn star actresses, and we will have her on the show to promote the show.
yeah, but in fact, they're not really porn stars. They're also actors from theater, and just
I-
made for.
he means the actresses that played the porn stars.
Yeah.
I think he said that wrong.
Yeah, I know they're actresses, but yeah, we would love to have them on anyways to
I mean,
promote
Okay.
your film.
Even
Yes.
if
No
they're real
problem.
porn stars, we're cool with that.
No problem.
Yeah,
Which
obviously.
one? The blonde one, or the black one?
The blonde one.
Okay.
Why not both?
Yeah, or both.
Both.
Hey, so that leads me to another question. Okay, when you wrap up a film and the actors, you know, do they go on their way and they're working on other projects? And is it kind of difficult to get them back together for a premiere or for a screening or for a festival?
Yes, of course, because all those people are really busy because, like I told you, it's their professional way of life, and of course they have to earn the money for living. And some of them never had the time, you know, because they have a, I don't know, job in theater, and they have like, I don't know, 5 or 6 premieres in their house, and they, I don't know, play in 2 or 3 movies in the year, and you know, it's a lot of premieres in and reprisas of shows. So
gotcha. Okay. So when you've got this ready, would you also, let's stay in touch, because perhaps we can just assist in some festival, you know, names or recommendations over here.
Of course. Of course, because movie is made to be watched, not to be put in some drawer, and you know, and for sure we will do a Slovenian premiere in this Grossman Film Festival. I don't know if you heard it. It's part of this European Fantastic Films Network, and I think it's only horror festival in this area.
And is your film accepted already, you're saying?
Probably yes, because I'm the only author from Slovenia which make that kind of.
Oh, okay. Tomaž, look, is all of the music in the film then from Nicholas or one of his bands?
No, it's not all, but a lot of it, and especially he wrote new music, which is exclusively for our movie.
Everything he writes is like horror metal, horror music.
Yeah, depressive. Dark, but you will be surprised. He makes some other style of music also.
Oh no, I'm aware of that. No, I am aware of that. He is a wide variety of actual, you know, styles and bands and way of singing, whereas a lot of metal heads over here, I think we just sort of sometimes, or I used to think of him as just depressive black metal, but that's really not Nicholas. So what are some of the standout stories from film directing this movie? Anything crazy that you can relate to us that stands out in your mind?
Yeah, we have made also some making of. In this making of, you will see those stand-up stories. But I can tell you, it was really hot summer.
Yeah.
And I'm not a really fan of hot summers, so it was really obnoxious for me to work in this sun. And but you will see it.
You're like a vampire yourself, then.
Yeah, you could say that. I'm not the sun lover for sure.
Yes, I gotcha. So, and in fact, right now it's the middle of the night in Slovenia, and we really appreciate you making time, Tomaž, to stay up late and talk to us here. I really do. I want to tell you that this show supports the Curse of Valburga, and
thank you.
We will do what we can to let independent horror film lovers, and that's all us right here, you know about this film and remind them of the release date and such. So
thank you.
I hear you saying that the making of, which will be on the DVD, right? The making of will be some good funny stories.
Yeah, for sure, because we don't know, we are just speaking about, you know, the real actors, but we have also these villains, which are natural villains, and of course they didn't know when the camera is off or on.
So did you recruit them from the local jail?
No, but you know, from the local bars and you know, streets and
I gotcha.
that kind of places.
Well, did everything turn out okay, and you still got all your equipment?
Yes, of course.
I'm just kidding. So it's like two villains who are the masterminds, and they create this place where, tourist trap, I guess we could call it. So, yeah.
But those two guys are not really true villains. The true villains are hidden in the darkness of Valburga.
Oh, is Valburga?
Nothing is lurking in the shadows.
Is Valburga a castle? Help me visualize this.
Valburga is a mansion. It's Baroque mansion. I think it's 300 or something, some years old. But the real Valburga is a village. It's the name of the village which is nearby of the city where I live. This is Ljubljana. And it was always interesting name, Valburga. It sounds like from, I don't know, Norway, Sweden, Germany, or whatever else, you know.
Or Romania.
But sure for not from Slovenia.
It makes me think of Romania.
Maybe even Romania.
Yeah. Do you do your own special effect? Or you have a specialist who does the blood and gore scenes for you?
Right now I have a specialist, but in my first short movies I have done it by myself because you know, all the effects and everything is expensive, so you have to. And when you don't have any money to pay a specialist, then you do it by yourself. But now I have worked with professionals for both of my movies, awesome. Especially Fletcher.
Well, what is your favorite part about the filmmaking process, or what is your favorite job?
It's hard to say, but you know, it's a long process for sure. Because if you do a movie in that way, like we do it, this is with really short amount of money. It's a long process. It's like, you know, we do this movie for a year and a half for sure. So it's hard to say what is really the best process. The best is when you start, and of course when you finish it.
Of course.
So yeah, when the first day and the last day are the best parts.
Something like that.
You find
and in between are a lot of nice time.
You have to be really creative when you're working with a limited budget. That's for sure.
Yeah, you have to think about how to do it right, in the right way, to look right way, not to look cheap, you know, because especially. We also use really professional equipment. You know, we made movie in 4K and with everything. You will see it.
Yes. Wow. Good. Well, I love the look of Killbillies. You know, Killbillies is you've got these beautiful, what look to be alpine mountains, and then
this is Slovenia.
Yes, that's Slovenia. Okay, and then you've got this ugly hillbilly who walks in front of the camera. So it's beauty, and then a killer who is very ugly.
Yeah, this is also Slovenia.
Yes, this is also. Yeah, see right there, you've got beautiful mountains, and then you've got the hillbilly.
The hills are alive with the sound of slaughter.
Right, it's Frankel. And no one escapes from Frankel. Right, Tomaž?
It's Francel.
Francel. Would you help me work on my Slovenian?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's been mispronouncing things.
Yeah,
today.
We'll need to have some private phone calls, I think.
Okay.
Now, he's an English coach.
For sure, that's right. A lot of blood and a lot of kill shots.
Yeah, for sure, and I can guarantee you that Valburga is gonna be much in production value. It's gonna be much. You will see much more than in Killbillies, for example, for sure, because I see it like development in my personal work.
No kidding. So, if we love Killbillies, you're saying that this one even one-ups that, and this is so far for you just your pinnacle moment of creativity.
Yeah, I could say that for sure.
That's great. Do you do you shoot bands for music videos sometimes?
Not anymore. I have done this, you know, like years back, but I don't have time to do anymore, because if you wanna make a really good video, you also have spent the time to do it, you know. But I don't have it.
Yeah.
It's and I think it's not fair for me to do something just, you know, to collect some money or be something.
Or too quickly without being able to.
Yeah.
But making music videos, do you think it helped you become a full feature director even better?
Maybe, but not really, because like I told you, I also have done a few short movies, which I think that made me much more, which they give me a much more experience how to make the movie and how to develop the story and how to work with the camera, post-production, actors, and everything.
I hope that it starts more and more horror movies from Slovenia. Is that your hope as well?
Yeah, but you know, I'm quite I'm realistic, and I will tell you that this is not gonna happen, because Slovenia is really small country, you know, because here we live like, I don't know, 2 million people, and the market is small. So if you want to make a movie, you have to do it with help of government funds. But you know, they don't like that kind of movies. They like, you know, more like personal dramas and personal dramas.
Yeah, a lot of Slovenia drama. A lot of drama. And so those people who make those films get government assistance.
Yeah.
And they don't like what you make because it's way out there in horror. And so
no, but I will tell you one thing, because my first movie was also sponsored by the government, but
Good.
they didn't know what they will get, you know. It was quite unpleasant thing for them, and maybe even more unpleasant was that film also won for the best movie in the Slovenian National Film Festival.
So are you making Curse of Valburga on your own, with your own money, your own? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, and not also with the money, but everybody who worked in the movie worked for free.
Yeah.
Nicholas also, because they want to support that kind of scene, and they do it, you know, for free. And if we ever will make any money with the movie, we'll how do you say,
split it up, share it.
Split it up between ourselves.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't make money. And man, I'm excited to see it, and we'll spread the word on it here. And I would hope that it would show at some theaters here in our area. Maybe you and I, Tomaž, can talk about that, you know, later.
For sure.
But man, I'd love to stay in touch with you on that. I think maybe, you know, we can put you in touch with some people on that. So.
For sure. I would be really pleased, because like I told you, I have a lot of also short movies which are also good. I don't know, my intent is also to make also another feature film about first and only serial killer of Yugoslavia, which is called Metod Trobec. It was Slovenian. And but this is really a problem, because it's a history movie.
Yes.
And history movies are really expensive, like science fiction, because you have to do everything specially, you know. And,
I see. Okay.
Yeah, and the stories like in 70s, and it's.
So there was a serial killer in Yugoslavia in the 70s, and he was Slovenian.
Yep, and he killed only women, and after he had rough sex with them, he strangled them, and after that he burned them in the oven. And he did this like for 8 or something years. Yeah.
And then he was found. He was caught.
Yeah, he was found and he was caught, and he was the last sentence in Yugoslavia who was sentenced to the firing squad. But they didn't kill them because they didn't kill him because the system changed.
All right, and so he's in prison still, or?
Yeah, he make suicide like 15 or something years.
I got you. Okay. All right. So a maybe a wild story with a tragic ending, but it sounds to me like that'd be something that you could get your hands around, and it's got my interest already. You describing it.
Yeah, I hope so.
We are, we like to think we're fairly normal people, but we like to get in the heads of people who are not normal.
We're normal.
You know what I mean, Tomaž?
Yeah, but what is normal? Because this moral majority says you what normal is. For some other culture is something else normal. In something is not normal.
Yeah, I hear
it's
you.
hard to say what is normal and what is not, but of course, I think that love and sharing is normal for sure everywhere.
Yes, I'm glad you're bringing some horror film to the forefront from your country and just your creation. I just after watching Kill Billies, I'm very excited to see Curse of Valburga and everything Nicholas does. I think it just to me it's just dangerous and a little unpredictable, and so I'm not sure what his character is going to be, and I imagine it's going to be funny. I don't know.
Yeah, he's playing almost himself. Satan is from Sweden.
Yes, there you go. Tomaž, it's a pleasure to talk to you, man. And okay, so did we show the Curse of Valburga website? We want to do that right now, Tomaž. This is a great informative website, and let's talk about it for a little bit. It's the curseofvalburga.com. Wonderful website with great information about the cast and updates and a little brief overview of the movie. And can you pre-order it now?
Yes, of course you can pre-order it.
Okay.
Because the pre-order is something which help us to finish the movie and.
Okay, well, good. Well, Tomaž, I'm going to pre-order it. I will pre-order it. Maybe not right this very minute, but I will do it in the next day. Now, now also you've got a description of the movie and then cast. Here's the cast. I can't pronounce Juru's last name, but there's Juru.
I also drink tea instead of coffee.
Yes, and
I'm connecting to the characters.
Good.
I'm reading the description. Oh, that went too fast, and I don't know.
Okay, and the next one is I think is Nicholas. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he plays Sven, who is a Swedish Satanist. This is perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
He didn't like the character's name because Sven is like Billy Bob or something.
So he thought it was too simple.
Yeah. But in the end, he was agreed that he have to be in that way.
All right.
For example, this is Marko Mandic. He's a really famous Slovenian actor. He plays in a lot of European, international production and really good actor.
All right. Are there any actors from Kill Billies?
Yes, Yuri Drevenšek was actor from Kill Bill. He was this Winkler guy, the guy with the razor.
Okay, now we'll pause right there. So this is what's her name? Sasha. Sasha. All right. So you're gonna put us in touch with Sasha.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. We're gonna get the real story from Sasha.
Yeah.
All right, and all right is the next.
I like these little histories about everybody. Like
it's
the
very
details about their characters.
It's very cool.
They're very well fleshed out.
Katrina.
So she's a companion of Nicholas in the movie, and she's also Satanist from Sweden.
All right, so it's Sven and Elsa.
Yeah.
The Satanist from Sweden.
Yes, I love it. I love this movie. I haven't even seen it. And we got Tanya.
Tanya is example. She's also a really famous Slovenian actress and singer and media person. Mm-hmm. She's married with one really famous Slovenian actor. and they are friends. I don't know, with Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, for example.
All right.
Yeah, if this means something.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
She's really good. She's really nice person, you know, because she doesn't have to do that kind of movie, but she do it gladly.
Are most of these people dead at the end of the movie? That's what I want to know.
Hey, you can't know that.
Okay. All right. Don't tell me.
You will see.
All right.
He tries to get spoilers.
Okay, Jonas.
Jonas is also this is German tourist who drinks beer, and he was first Slovenian really television star.
Okay. Cool.
He made a lot of these shows, and but he's now retired.
So what is obvious here is you've got an A list of people. You've got top people.
Yeah. For example, Grega, he's not a actor. He's a singer. He sings in one Slovenian band called Bigfoot Mama, and they play, I don't know, some kind of rock, and they are really big here. But and this is his first role in the movie.
Okay,
same
hold
as
on.
Nicholas.
We want to check out his band, Bigfoot Mama.
Yeah, it's simple rock.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's not metal. It's really simple rock.
Bigfoot Mama, Janie Slash.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it's all these Slovenian bands that we're learning about.
And they will do the singing duo with Nicholas for the movie. Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. This is very exciting. To me, this is very exciting. The Curse of Valburga.
Yes.
We need to screen it here in Texas when it comes out. That's what I think. Tomaž, are you
do it.
Yes. All right. Now, we say Hail Satan and thank you very much. And now I don't know if look what we found for you, Tomaž. Look what our engineer found. Now which one is the act? Oh, he's on the right?
On the right, yeah, on the right.
No, far right.
No. The far right. Yeah, this one, yeah.
Yes, okay. Bigfoot Mama. So that guy is in the movie.
I like the name.
Yep.
Bigfoot Mama. No, that's him. See, there's the picture. You can tell.
The Curse of Valburga. The Curse of Valburga. Hey, just a quick question. The image of the movie,
Yep.
the logo sort of, is the round saw. Is that telling me anything of what might be in the film?
80s. It's 80s.
It is 80s.
It's 80s.
Yeah.
So people get sawed in half and stuff, and maybe.
Yeah, a lot of blood,
I think
squirting off.
it's pretty much like a representation of all the violence and the blood.
Good.
And
Okay.
I'm guessing. I didn't make the movie. I'm just assuming.
Tomaž. Now, where do you get your blood? Is it real blood like the Killbillies?
No, also in Kill Bill was not real blood. It's
okay.
fake blood, you know, because doing with real blood is almost impossible because it's coagulate and it gets dry really
It doesn't look
fast,
the
and
same.
you cannot do it.
Okay. And so, do you make your own blood?
No, I buy it here in one factory here nearby Ljubljana, which is good price.
This is what I'm wondering is, since there's no horror movies being made in Slovenia except for you making yours, where do you get your horror film, products
There's
and
no companies that ship blood.
paraphernalia?
You can get blood.
You get it shipped in from Sweden and Norway.
No, but blood is blood. You don't have to make a horror movie if you need blood. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
You can do a war movie or maybe dark personal drama when you're cutting yourself from all the movie. You're just cutting yourself and you're saying how miserable and unhappy you are. You know.
Yeah, I got you. Tomaž, it's an honor. Thank you for making time to speak with us.
Thank you.
Look, all seriousness, we're very thrilled about this film coming out, and hopefully we can connect with Nicholas soon, and maybe with Sasha soon, and promote it some more. So I just want to say thank you very much.
Thank you for your support. I'm really glad to be part of your show.
Thank you very much. Now we're live right now, and but I will post this on YouTube soon, and I'll send you that link just so you have it as well. Thank you very much, Tomaž. That's Tomaž Gorkič.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that from Slovenia, and the movie is The Curse of Valburga. The website is thecurseofvalburga.com, and very much excited, looking forward to this. So, thank you, Tomaž. Thank you very much. Hey, Tomaž. Yeah. Now, what we're going to do now is to say so long to you and show the trailer for Hillbillies. Killbillies. Killbillies.
I'm so sorry for him. I'm apologizing on his behalf.
Killbillies.
Killbillies.
Tomaž, we'll see you later, and I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Oh.
Have a good night.
Bye now. Bye now. Killbilly. It's Killbillies. Killbillies. From Slovenia, this is Killbillies.
Veš kaj, mene je fotor prosil, če mu eno flašo šnopca gledam. Dobar dan, gospa. A imate mogoče kaj domačega šnopca?
To ne je za take pamžeksti. Когато и аз съм мъже. Туле е за та правга дейсца, не па за тацка памжа шмърку как сти. Побер се ми спред очи да наукей народе.
Не разумам, kaj pa bi lahko bilo narobe?
Še nobeno šel.
So that was Killbillies by Tomaž Gorkič. And another little clip before we get to you, David, just a tiny little clip here from Nicholas on this last movie we were talking about, which is Curse of Valburga. This is Nicholas.
Hey, this is Nicholas from Shining, and this is
Nergal from Behemoth.
And we did a show here tonight.
And this show and this song that we did together is a little teaser, it's a little introduction to what will happen shortly, and this will be...
The Curse of Valburga.
See the movie, go fuck yourself.
We had to get that in there, David. We were talking about that film, and we had to get Nicholas in there. So when you talk, I want you real close to the mic.
Oh.
Yeah, real loud, man.
Is this better?
That's good. That's good.
Right
That's
on.
good. So we've got David Fletcher from the Dallas Observer.
Hey, how's it going?
David, and so we had a great time Thursday, and
Yes, we did. It was excellent.
Wasn't it? Yeah. Great turnout, and all the metalheads who love extreme black metal.
And the awesome DJ. Just saying.
Yeah. Yes, we did definitely have an awesome DJ that night.
And the great water.
Now, let's
shout out to Liquid Death. That stuff was amazing.
That's great water.
Yeah.
I was walking around. I had a rum and coke in one hand and a Liquid Death in the other.
Got to stay hydrated.
Staying hydrated and getting drunk at the same time.
That's right.
Healthy and then alcohol. So.
Of course, everybody was like, "Why do you have a beer?" Too. I was like, "It's not a beer, it's water."
Yeah, it's water.
It does look like a beer.
Hey, but a shout out also to Lexan Destro from KNON, who also shared DJ duties.
Yes.
In fact, yeah, he was just showing an image of Liquid Death right there. But thank you, Lexan Destro, for being there as well. Great tune she's playing. I know that her show, which is every other Saturday night at 1 o'clock, she's part of the Dungeon, plays extreme metal. Usually it's Nordic in nature, but from all over the world, and she loves that extreme stuff too. So, shout out to Lexan.
Yeah, you and her both had amazing corpse paint.
Didn't we?
You're both rocking the corpse paint.
Rocking it.
It's a little different when you don't do it yourself, huh?
Yes, it's a lot better.
Yeah,
I mean, look at this.
He had the amazing LaDonna Stein do his makeup. That's why it looks so great with the shading and everything.
Hey,
it's LaDonna.
Look at that.
She's
Along with
amazing.
that's LaDonna.
So if you have corpse paint needs.
And look at that one.
Oh, yeah,
and look at
there's
that one, David.
Oh, yeah.
That's me in velvet.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that photo. That's
great
cute.
shots.
That's a pretty good one too.
She did so good. I like the shading.
Hashtag Liquid Death on that one.
That's right.
Then that's Lexan.
That's a good shot too.
And
Yeah.
Satan,
All right.
And Stitch.
Oh,
that's a different photo. That's Friday.
That's a totally different night.
Totally different night.
That's the day. That's Friday.
Well, we'll get to that in a moment.
What is daytime?
All right. So David
that's what
Fletcher.
I was saying when I was there. I was like, "What am I?" I'm just kidding. I was so tired.
So we had
so worth it.
Lords of Chaos screening.
Yes.
And your overview, and I don't care if you hate it, love it. Just what is your real thought about the film?
I thought it was a great movie. I mean, there was so much about that movie that was just good from a cinematic point of view.
Yeah, we got a backing track. Yeah, we got some background music.
Yeah, there was so much that was great about it, just from a cinematic point of view. I mean, what's great about Jonas Åkerlund is that everything that he does, he begins with the line based on truth and lies, and in this case, and what actually happened. And so there was a lot of his stuff from a historical perspective that was left out, but none of that got in the way of making a great movie and telling a really great story.
Yes. Yeah. And we could nitpick this because yes, there were important things left out. There really were.
But you can only, do so much. It has to be condensed somewhat.
Oh, definitely.
It has to make a story.
Yeah, and I think that including the whole ordeal with the Swedish black metal scene would have been way too much and made the movie way too long.
But they mentioned Faust briefly, right, in the film? And of course
they showed the murder.
And he's right, and he's part of Emperor, but I don't think the name Emperor was ever mentioned.
Oh no, and neither was Dark Throne, and neither was Bathroy.
You're right. And then Blackthorn, he was really the second guitarist for, he was an additional guitarist for Mayhem. And really, some people credit him with helping Euronymous create that, that screeching guitar, that black metal sound. So,
Definitely.
I don't know, just other thoughts here. Here's my other perspective on it, okay? We have wonderful actors right now that are from Sweden, right? From Sweden. Alexander Skarsgård, Bill Skarsgård, he's in It. Alexander was in True Blood. Gustav Skarsgård, Westworld, and Walter Skarsgård. Why didn't we have more? I don't know. I'm kind of thinking to myself.
We did have one of the
we did have one.
Was in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
You did have. You can't put the whole family in the movie. That'd be weird. They don't.
Okay, but my point is, could we have used David Fletcher, Swedish actors rather than American accent, Hollywood actors for this?
That was an interesting choice. I mean, clearly it was done to make the whole story more palatable to an American audience. There was definitely no Norwegian accents or any accents really through the whole thing. Although, they kept the very Norwegian names that they had.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. But again, I think that was just a judgment call from the director to, again, make it more palatable to our tastes.
Maybe make it a worldwide audience or something.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you got to wonder if people in South America are even going to really know the difference between an English accent and a Norwegian accent.
I mean, it may have been a thing that the director had certain actors in mind, or maybe the director liked Rory Culkin and thought maybe he was the perfect fit
maybe
for that
Rory
role. You
just
gotta
couldn't
act.
do a Norwegian accent.
Maybe it just was not. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm nitpicking. I know. I know. But I'm.
But it is an interesting. It would have been better if they had actually used Norwegian actors.
We have major Skarsgård artists in these other major films, and I'm thinking to myself, there maybe could have been a way to do this with, I don't know.
I mean, actors from other countries do American accents all the time. I feel like we should be expected to do the opposite.
We should have, in other words, we should have perfected a more Norwegian accent.
I don't feel that's fair that in order for them to get more films, they have to hide their accents. But yeah, we can flaunt ours in their films. Like, that's not fair.
So Janie Slash is referring to the number of like British actors who take American roles. And other European actors.
We watched one over the weekend called The Hills Run Red. They had a Aussie actress in it, and she was doing a totally American accent. Sophie Monk.
Sophie Monk. Yeah.
That's true. But I mean, I feel like to do a Norwegian accent or any Scandinavian accent requires a bit more knowledge of the language, because the way that they pronounce things is just so different from the way we pronounce things.
I agree, but I'm just pointing out that I feel like maybe they should have had Norwegian actors for it.
Hey, good news! So apparently now it's showing at more theaters, and
Alamo Drafthouse picked it up, and it's showing all around the Metroplex now.
Isn't that cool? And Texas Theater will have. There's the I like that movie poster. And Texas Theater will have it again on the 28th.
Oh, well.
One more, apparently.
Awesome. So you didn't get the last screening for your party.
It was the final night, but
I thought that having that party was a great idea, though. Making it a true Norwegian death metal night and inviting, fans of extreme metal and black metal to do it to the show, because that's what I love about the Texas Theater is the way that they have started doing more of these parties to get people that are a part of the culture that the film is about into the theater and enjoy it together. Because I feel like when you're watching a movie with a whole community of people who celebrate the subject matter, you just get a different vibe off the movie than you would if you just saw it with random people.
You're right. So we needed these corpse painted faces. We did.
Right.
No, you're right. They Texas Theater creates events, not just a movie. It's an event in the lobby and an after party.
Yeah, and if you ever have a chance to see a show behind the screen, that is just so much fun. They have the perfect little space behind there. I mean, it feels like a house show back there. But you got the added bonus of it being behind the screen, so they can do all kinds of visuals on the screen, and you can see it from in there.
We saw Adon Jodorowsky there.
Backstage?
Amazing backstage behind the screen.
Behind the screen.
Yeah.
Who did you see?
I went to see SLC Punk when they played it there in 35mm, and behind the screen they had a punk show with the Thyroids, Loafers, Sub-Sahara. I think that was it. I think it was just those three bands. And it was a great experience. Again, like with Thursday night, it was everybody from the punk scene was there to not only see a movie about punk rock, but to enjoy punk rock music behind the screen.
Yeah. And speaking of punk, we've got a flyer for this, but look who we have as our guest next week, David Fletcher. And it is Johnny Blitz. So he's with the Dead Boys, and so next week he'll be. I wish he could be in the studio, but yeah, we're going to connect with him by video. So this flyer was designed by Little Spark Films, our good partners who really help us on all the artwork.
Amazing.
And so I put on there of America's snottiest punk band, of course.
Yeah. Young, loud, and snotty, man.
Yeah, man. We're going to see them at Punk Rock Bowling.
Yeah.
In Vegas. but very pleased about having Johnny Blitz on and just talk about that legacy as well. You know?
Yeah. You know, I met Cheetah Chrome. I interviewed him for an article not all too long ago, and I love the Dead Boys, and Cheetah was great, and I'm sure that Johnny will be just as great.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
And there is a film coming out that will be shown at Texas Theater next month, or maybe it's in March.
Yeah, it's March 23rd,
23rd, something like that.
23rd, I
Stiff.
believe.
The tragic story of the Dead Boy singer who we lost in 1990 from a freak accident on a street in Paris.
And that's a rockumentary, right?
Yes, it is.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that's coming out too, just called Stiv at Texas Theater. So we got to look for that. You know, and hopefully all the punks will be there, and it'll be like a punk event too.
Oh yeah, no, they should have another punk show party.
Bouncing around in the lobby.
Yeah.
Imagine all the the stories that you've got from the early days of punk, and that's where Johnny was. You know, through all of it.
Oh yeah, CBGB's was, I mean, there have been films made about it. I mean, everybody was there. You know.
Yeah,
Blondie, Talking Heads,
Dead
Boys.
All these parties, you know, too. That you see pictures of the Dead Boys with Andy Warhol, with you know, like you said, with Blondie, with David Bowie, with Mark Bolan, you know, with all these, you know, people who knew something was happening in New York punk scene from England, you know, who came over. So Bowie, etc.
Yeah,
I don't know, just so cool. I think there's a great history there. Johnny Blitz and Cheetah Chrome are still going with the Dead Boys, and
from what I hear, they're working on new material.
You mentioned that the other day. This is very exciting, man.
Yeah, no, when I interviewed Cheetah Chrome, he definitely let me know that there is some desire to record a new Dead Boys album with the new lineup.
And you told me that the singer was previously in a tribute band.
Yes, he was. Oh man, I am blanking on his name right now.
No, that's okay. That's all right. I can't recall either.
But yeah, he was in a Dead Boys tribute band, and he really impressed them. And seeing them live, I was impressed myself. You know, no one can replace Stiv, but you know, you got a guy there that definitely studied his moves.
You know, I hate to say this, but I don't know. Stiv lives as a young Dead Boy in my mind, and you know that's how I just will always think of him. You know, and you know, I'm not sure if he was walking around right now, kind of, you know, would it look like Stiv? Would it be Stiv? You know, I mean, it's so awful that he died the way he did. But it kind of locked him in all of our consciousness, right? As a young snotty Dead Boy, and then Lord of the New Church, you know. So I don't know. So look, if we're talking about Stiv Bators, what I found was so interesting is that Lords of the New Church, with Brian James from the Damned, a British band, really took on this American singer, you know, Stiv Bators, and they were commercial for a while. You know, they had some top 20 songs on radio for a while, and kind of had cleaned up sound, you know, a little bit, but still very gothy, and you know, the cool kids got it.
Right.
So, I don't know. My thoughts. We've had some great guests in here today. I'm sorry you couldn't be part of all of it.
Oh, no, it was fine. I was talking to the folks from Spirit Destiny outside. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's Kirk, Brandon, and, you know, from Brighton, UK.
Yeah.
Here in our studio, and just sharing some stories, too. What a cool guy and a great band. Spirit of Destiny and Theater of Hate is all Kirk, Brandon.
Yeah, we were listening to Theater of Hate on our way up here to the studio.
No kidding?
Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah.
And he's released new music, too, so it's very good.
Yeah, I see that right there. Right?
Yeah, and...
That's the new one, right?
It is. It's not tonight, it's Tontine. Tontine.
Tontine.
Tontine. It's French.
Oh, no.
And so he explained that this is sort of a game in France where people put money together, and then the last one who is alive out of this group of guys wins the pot of money. But they had to outlaw it because people started hunting down and killing their other members of that game.
Well, I'm interested to hear it. I know that they got my contact information. They're going to be sending it to me.
Totally cool. Yeah, very good.
It's excellent.
Very good. They're playing tonight out at Fort Worth.
Yeah, Lola's.
Spear of Destiny. Very good. All right, so what else is going on your mind, on, I don't know, things coming up? Janie Slash and I went to a great gig on Friday night in Deep Ellum. It was the infamous and...
yeah, I was going to ask about your
party.
infamous pin. That's new, right?
Uh-huh.
You've had that for a while.
And
We
Rose
did
Garden
an
Funeral
album.
Party, same gig Friday night. It was a big, busy night in Deep Ellum because Bullet Machine also had an album release party. I like those guys a lot too.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's on my mind as far as what's coming up or what?
Local music that's standing out for you?
Well, most recently, Duel's new album is absolutely fantastic. I love everything that they do. I think that Belvedere, their lead singer, has one of the best voices in the Metroplex. They're a really fun band to see live. As far as upcoming live shows that are on my radar, the 5, 6, 7, 8s are coming to 3 Links here in about a week.
Cool.
If you don't know them, they're the band that's playing in Kill Bill when Beatrix is killing the Crazy 88.
It was one of the best scenes in the whole movie.
Oh yeah, and Loafers are opening for the 5, 6, 7, 8s, and I'm a big Loafers fan. You're getting.
We're going to have to wrap it up
Yeah.
soon.
We got to wrap it up?
That seems to be
We're
what
getting
you're.
there.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good deal. Yeah. So, all right. Thank you, Ryler. Ryler's on the board today, our engineer. Thank you, Ryler, for handling things. Are the Loafers ska or punk or a little of both?
Definitely not ska.
They're not ska. Okay.
More in the realm of surf rock, if we're going to be doing that. But I mean, really, they're just a fun punk rock band. I'm sporting my Loafers.
Oh, there it is. Okay,
gear
gotcha.
Right
Gotcha.
here.
Yeah. We need a floating camera. That
Yeah,
just
right.
comes in right there. So,
They're playing tonight actually at a friend's birthday party.
house party?
It is a house party. I'd let you know where it is, but you have to ask a punk.
Okay. So a private Loafers gig tonight for a birthday.
With some other bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds cool.
Uh-huh.
Do you get invited to all these badass house parties that happen around town?
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
and you try to go to all of them you can.
Oh, I mean, I do what I can, but it gets a little wearing.
Sometimes you can't.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes I gotta, take a break and sleep.
You wish there were two of yourself,
Yeah, exactly.
or two calendars. Can I do?
Maybe just like 10 years younger. I don't know.
Did you tell me you went to that big Champs house party that was last year?
Oh yeah. I went to Champ Fest. I was having a really great time until I got thrown into a whole bunch of drum equipment, and then I was just like, I'm too old for this shit.
No, come on, man. You're a young man, and you loved it. I bet you loved it.
I did, but I was all bruised up, and I'd been out there all day, and it's just like, I'm kind of done with this.
But it wasn't shut down.
Oh,
all
no,
the bands
it wasn't.
played.
No, and the cops actually did show up at one point in the day, but they were really just curious as to why there were so many punk rockers hanging around.
How's the Dallas Observer?
Going good as far as I know.
As good as ever.
Yeah, I'm writing for them.
Yep. And you cover music and art, or
mostly music. Every once in a while, somebody from a local theater will hit me up, and I'll go see a play. But I like to keep it local. When there's a big national act coming through that I really want to see, I'll write a preview for the guest list.
Gotcha. Okay.
Besides that, I mean, I do. My mission at the Observer is to highlight what a great scene we have in Dallas, and get these awesome bands as much promotion as they can possibly get, because they deserve it.
Yes, they do. This is the place to be in America, I think. Deep Ellum, North Texas in general. I really feel it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was telling the folks from Spear of Destiny that yeah, Austin's great, but you got to keep an eye out for what's happening and what's definitely going to happen here in Dallas.
Yes. Agreed. We do have to wrap it up in, I think, like 5 minutes or so.
Okay.
One thing that's coming up is another cool event produced by Janie Slash.
Oh, yeah.
And that is an event on March 16th.
Yes.
Yeah, there it is.
Deadly Sons Burlesque and Sideshow on March 16th at Wits End.
Oh, awesome.
Also, I don't know if we have the flyer for it, but I'm going to go ahead and just mention it anyway. On March 8th at the Arlington Music Hall, there will be a show called Rogue Angels Burlesque. It's an REL production, and both me... There you go. Perfect. Thank you, Ryler.
Yeah, thank you,
both
Ryler.
me and Satan will be there. Satan will keep keeping his clothes on, but I will be taking most of mine off. So.
Whoa!
Woo!
Oh, and I threw that one in, too. We had to see... Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that,
That's
Janie
by
Slash.
Nikki.
Photo by Nikki. That is one of the sexy Janie Slash photos.
So, yeah, that's perfect, actually. It ties right in perfectly. So, yes, you can get your tickets now. Go ahead and buy them now because they're going fast. There's going to be some amazing performer experiences that you can actually bid on. So, yeah.
Rogue Angels. Now, that one's in Arlington.
Yes, it's in Arlington, the Arlington Music Hall. It's a big, huge, beautiful venue. And they've got an amazing lineup. And their MC is actually from Houston. She's part of the Dim Dam Dames. So, yeah, people you don't get to see very often performing here. And then check us out on March 16th.
There's another website, too, we want to highlight, and that is corpsefactory.com.
Yes, that is our sponsor.
Corpsefactory.com has
That's it.
Look at that toe tag. They have a lot of cool
accessories and items. You can get your badass Living Dead dolls there. You can get clothing, badass props, anything you need. Horror-wise, they
got
it.
figurines, and sort of like that one right there to your right, Janie Slash.
Yes.
That box.
This one right here.
Yes, indeed. Hey, David.
Yes.
You know where we got to go? Like, all right, yesterday, Rose Garden Funeral Party and Aztec Death and Cool Jacket and others played at the Haltom City.
Oh, yeah, I saw that they were playing there.
So let's go check that place out. What's it called? Haltom?
Haltom. It's called the Haltom.
The Haltom.
The Haltom Theater.
The Haltom Theater.
I was there looking at it on Wednesday of last week, checking it out for a possible show.
Joe Ely played there last week?
Rose Garden Funeral Party was there on Saturday night.
Yeah. So they got a restaurant, they got a nice, a nice theater too, and doing more venues. So, we support the venues, we support the bands, and that's a new up and coming venue I want to check out.
Oh, it's good to hear that Halton City is coming up.
Darn right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get show in Arlington, shows in Fort Worth, shows in Deep Ellum, of course, and Haltom City.
We need to put music and burlesque everywhere. Just saying, all over the place.
Yes.
Not just for Dallas anymore.
Because it makes people feel good.
Yeah.
Yes, just like great local music.
Oh, yeah, music saves your life.
Yeah.
It does.
Well, there's so many times that people in Fort Worth will be like, man, I want to come out to the show, but I don't want to drive to Deep Ellum, or I don't want to drive to Dallas. Well, now we need to put it more in the Fort Worth area, in the Denton area, so people don't have to drive as far, so they can actually see it in their town.
You got it. You got it. What else, David Fletcher? We got to wrap.
What else?
Support local.
Support local music.
Support independent cinema. On Friday, Lloyd Kaufman was here, and he was at the Texas Theater with Trauma, if you're not familiar, Trauma Entertainment. And I actually got to film a scene with him with Little Spark Films at Wits End. So that was what that picture Ryler showed earlier was. We got to work with Lloyd Kaufman. It was fun. He was great.
So that's Lloyd Kaufman in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Janie Slash on the far left. And yeah, they shot a short scene with Little Spark Films. There's Joe and Catalina, and that was at Wits End. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm sorry, Ryla. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, we're just going to put through these while we got a moment of other cool things. Of course, Deadly Sins show, Dead Voice coming up. All right, now we talked to Tomaž Gorkič from Curse of Valburga. That's him on the right. Oh, yeah. I like all the Lord. I sent him these random load of random pictures. There's the real actors and the actual persons. So, yeah, for Uranus and Dead. And the whole cast and crew there.
Jonas.
With Jonas in the center. Yep, and Rogue Angels.
Yep.
That's from Curse of Valburga.
Ah, you
Oh,
know.
hey.
Oh,
Hi,
yeah.
Rose.
Did you ever find that banner?
Not that I know of.
Oh, no.
I told them to check the security cameras. I hope they do. I don't know if it was found or not.
That
Oh,
was
what
the
a
director
shame.
we just had on.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Ryler. Thank you, David Fletcher.
No,
let's
yeah, my
always
pleasure.
stay in touch, man,
Yeah,
on all kinds
definitely.
of things. So
I'll come on whenever you want.
I agree with you, though. I like Lords of Chaos. I
Oh, yeah,
think
go
this
see
was
it.
a great. Go see
Two
it.
Yeah,
thumbs
go
up.
check it out. It's going to be in cinema just for a little bit longer.
Go see it. The true story based on truth and lies.
I think you can watch it on VOD too, so if you want to. But you should see it in theaters.
Yeah.
See it in theaters. Thank you, Carly, for being here too.
Have a good week.
Yeah, the Corpsepaint Show. Every Sunday we're here live. We're going to give you 90 minutes of live, great, irreverent shit. And also just talk about Satan and talk about movies and talk about metal and talk about Jenny Slash's weekly dose of horror.
Yeah. Texas Frightmare Weekend. I am here with Dee Wallace. Don't stare at my boobs all the time.
Sure. I do get comments from occasionally religious fanatics.
I've seen people stop and bow
Who want
down.
to wag their finger at me for reading Satan.
The Corpsepaint Show rules!